Hi guys and welcome to the High Grind. My name's Barry and just a quick information before we get into this video. We've got a few podcasts coming up, a few interesting podcasts with different marijuana, weed and CBD businesses in America. We've also got one of my top friends, one of the guys who helped me get into business and gave me the confidence to get into business on the podcast. We're going to try and make it like a monthly thing with him, but he will be on, and hopefully that'll be up by the end of February or early March. Yeah, so today what I wanted to go over was quite an awkward topic that not a lot of people like to talk about, but here at the High Grind, I'm not wanting to bullshit you guys. I'm here to tell you the truth, here to help you get through hard situations, whether that be if you love cannabis or if you don't, if you like the culture but you don't smoke it, if you don't like the culture but you smoke it, or you don't do any at all, whatever it is, we're here to help, guys. That's what we're here for. And one of the things that a lot of people really find hard to deal with at any point in their life, from old age to when they're younger, is death. Now, losing a loved one is extremely hard to get over, especially if that loved one is really a big part of your life. So for instance, when I was 18, I had lost my mum, and within 10 months all my family turned their back on me as well, and I lost my best friend and my dog and a few other close kind of acquaintances as well. It was just a shitstorm, to be honest with you guys, for about 10 months. I ended up homeless because of it. And looking back now, in the position that I'm in, which is so much far detached from being homeless and not eating, getting a tin of beans from Tesco at 19 pence, thinking that's a lot of money. Tesco's a kind of supermarket we have here in the UK. Finding 19 pence to eat a tin of beans a week and stuff like that, to where I am now when I have abundance of things, which is... It's just a totally different... Now, I'm not saying I'm rich or anything now, but I'm in a totally different position. And it's good to look back and see that the reason I ended up in that position was because of losing my loved ones, my head not being in the correct place, pretty much being in a depressed state, and how I managed to get myself out of that. So for me, I pride myself on... Well, I don't pride myself on... I get into trouble from my partner a lot from it. I'm a workaholic. So I will work from 3 o'clock in the morning to 12 o'clock at night and get up the next day and do the same thing. And I'll do that. When I first set up one of my first businesses, I done that for about a year straight, nearly killed myself. So I was working about 22 hours, sometimes even 23 hours a day, 7 days a week for about 12 to 13 months. And I literally nearly killed myself doing that. Now, even at that period, that was 4 years after my mum and my friends passed away. It was still there in my head. I was still depressed. I was still getting through it. I still miss my mum, and obviously been so much going on with my family leaving, and then there was stuff going on behind the scenes, law, sues, court things, all this kind of stuff. But as it kind of got to the point when I was like, okay, I'm going to need to get myself out of this position, because I don't want a fucking normal job to go work 9 to 5 for somebody else. So I took a face-to-face sales job, which was the first kind of self-employed, don't pay you commission only kind of shit job that I was standing in the street selling insurance. Now, at that point, selling that insurance, that's when I discovered that I don't need to work for somebody else, because the manager that I had there was a fucking idiot. He was literally... It was pretty much they were committing fucking sales fraud every single day. But it taught me that you can't always trust people, and it also taught me the ability of being outside and selling, and that gave me the key to building my own business, which then gave me the key in turn to building the life that I've got now, and helped me get over depression. Even when I had my first kid, I was still depressed. My mum should have been here, my gran should have been here, my dad or whatever. It was just, I didn't have anybody, and I always felt quite embarrassed about it, because I didn't go to my partner's family for Christmas. oh, how's your mum? Well, when we kind of first met, it was a little bit shit because you could see all them having fun, enjoying themselves, loving each other, and I didn't have that for a long period of my life. Obviously, having kids, my partner, and stuff like that now with people that love me, it's a lot easier. But it's just, yeah, it's just one of those things, guys. It's a hard thing to say. It's easier to get over. The old saying that you always hear is it doesn't get easier, you learn to live with it. Which at the time, you'll think that's one load of shite. Or if you haven't had it happen to you, you're like, I don't think that's true. But it is. You just have to, it will take a few years. Sometimes it took me 5 to 6 years to kind of come to terms with not having anybody there. Now, I don't even care anymore. I'm more confident now than I've ever been in my life. And I really just don't give a flying France what anybody has to think about me. So when I go to like a family event with my partner, it's not awkward anymore. I know other people can express emotion. I don't need to express emotions. I can be happy for people. I don't need to fucking feel happy for people but then feel quite depressed because I'm never going to experience that again. Yeah, it takes a long time to get over it. But like I said, my mum died when I was 18. I literally just started college and I ended up totally changing what I'd done in college. I was doing graphics design. Then I ended up going to another college to do personal training and fitness, which was something that I do love and I still love to this day. Ironically, none of my businesses are in fitness. I don't know why. But yeah, it gave me that kick up the fucking arse to go somewhere different. When I was at college, I was homeless. So for instance, I would go to college Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, for example. I was sleeping in the street, used to go into college early, sneak into the showers and go in and kid on that I was out the night before. But I was sleeping in the street. That's the mindset I was in. After my mum died, it was a really, really hard time. I spiralled into depression. I was taking drugs. I was drinking nearly every day. I was making stupid decisions, from sleeping with women or just anybody who met me back then. I was in a total messed up place. Then I was like that for about 4 or 5 years. After my friend died as well, I was still floating around the wrestling business. I just wasn't doing anything. I was homeless. I wasn't making any money. It was just such a hard point in my life. But looking back, the amount of lessons learned at that point is insane. And that's the thing you have to remember. It's insanely hard when somebody passes away that you love. A lot of people don't make it through it, and a lot of people don't get out of it or learn to live with it or anything like that. But what you have to remember, guys, is it's always going to get better. And take the lesson. If that person was there, you're not going to be sitting around depressed every single day and hating your life and missing them because they would be there. They would tell you to get the fuck up and go get your shit done and stop being a lazy bastard. Sorry for the swearing. I'm from Glasgow. This is the way we talk. I know I'm probably not going to get monetised at any point in history on this YouTube channel. But yeah, guys, you just need to stick with it. It's easy for me to tell you 11 years from when it happened, 10, 11 years from when it happened. It's easy for me to tell you it gets easier. I fucked up a lot within the first 6 years, whether that be from going into relationships that I wasn't wanting to be in, whether it be from fucking drug taking, alcohol, fighting. I used to go to nightclubs just to fight with people for no reason, for looking at me the wrong way. I used to get my face booted in off of bouncers all the time. It never stopped. It literally never stopped. It was just constantly mess up after mess up. And then I reflected one day when I took that sales job. It's me that's messing up. I'm stuck in a dead end job now. And you know what it's like, that sales job? Oh, 6 months you're going to be like a multi-millionaire. That's always the line they get you. But I knew I was in a dead end job, and I had to get out of there. I had to get out of the job. I had to get out of where I was, and do what I wanted to do something, be self-employed and have my own business and do what I've always wanted to do. And that's where I kind of pride myself on every day. I wake up and do what I want to do every single day. Now, a lot of people want to be in my position, but they don't want to put that work in. And a lot of people as well forget, as I said, I lost my mum when I was younger, my friend, all the stuff that I went through. It was hard, yeah, but it was also a very learning experience. It's taught me how to not give a fuck what people think, how to get my business, how to grow what I want to do, how to spend time making these videos and being able to make money from my business assets that I've got, which is, I always think is, it's always a way two people react to stuff. I'm probably still some way dealing with it deep down inside. But now I have a really weird relationship with death because of that. Because I know it's a learning experience for people. And I know it's an emotional time. But I feel quite like when my mum died and when I was much younger as well, I had to have a granny mark too, so it was my mum's friend. She ended up, my mum's mother's friend, so it was a long story, but she ended up dying when I was really young. Her daughter ended up dying, so did her husband, and then so did her son, got took away by social services. So that loss has always been part of my life, and it's just something I've never really adjusted to till I got to this part of my life. I know it's part of the world, and it's something that's coming for everybody. Nobody's going to escape the eternal clock that we have on what we do. And I think that's one of the reasons I have a weird relationship with death. Like I can kind of understand how people feel sad, but I also understand that you have to celebrate somebody's life instead of from mourning that they're away. Instead of from mourning that one day they passed away, why not celebrate the whole life? So now every year when my mum's anniversary of her dying comes round, I always kind of celebrate her whole life, talk about how shite it was that she died, same as my friend, but I celebrate their whole life because there's no point in mourning on one day that they pass away when you have 1,000 great memories with them. And always hold and cherish those memories till the day that you end up passing away, because those memories, and pass them on to your kids or your friends or whatever, because those memories are the ones that they'll keep their spirit alive. That's what I always say, and that's what I always believe. I believe in celebrating people's lives and not mourning their deaths. One bad day doesn't make somebody a bad person. One bad day shouldn't justify somebody's life. That's my relationship with death now. Now, guys, I know this little cast here isn't the most fun one to listen to, and I know it can be sore for a lot of people. But if you're out there and you're dealing with death, you're dealing with anything like that, do get in touch, guys. And if you need any help, if you just need to chat to somebody, we're always here. Our Skype's always opened. We're genuinely always podcasting at night, and we get like a little bit of time to chat to people that are following us and friends and stuff like that. So do get in touch. We're more than happy to chat to you. We're more than happy just to listen to you if you just want to bullshit some shit, which I know I needed as well for a long period of time. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you've enjoyed finding a little bit of insight about the high grind. We're going to be doing a lot of podcasts and a lot of these one-man kind of shows with me, Barry. I'm going to be chatting a lot of shit about my life, and we're just going to be kind of going through it like that. Like I said, guys, we're not here to lie to you. We're not here to bullshit you. We're here to help you as much as we can, and we're here to provide good content. Now, we are just starting out with the high grind here. I know it's not going to be great yet. We've not got the camera equipment yet. I'm trying to get it set up into like a little office. We'll eventually build there, and we hope you stay with us on that journey to see where we get to in the future. enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and hope you tune in for the next High Grind show. See you later.